Hey, good evening. It's Monday evening, October 25th. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Got a beautiful evening, so you can see the sunset behind me. Actually, the sun's setting that way, but you can see the beautiful impact of the sun on the clouds behind me. This is another request tonight. The every night thought is a request tonight from someone who watches, and I thought it was really cool, a great idea, young person, wanting me to talk about something called relational anxiety. What happens when we get in front of other people and we are overcome with anxiety? Well, that's a matter of perspective. That's a matter of being able to trust God. But it's important because we all experience that. We get in a relationship with someone, or with someone who's respected or has high peer creds. You don't want to embarrass yourself, or you just feel inadequate. So we get all kind of nervous and butterflies inside. What if I say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing? We see when we do that, we have taken the keys to our heart and given them to someone else to drive us wherever they want to drive us. God has a response to that, so we can hang on to the keys to our heart, give them to God, and drive where He wants to drive us. So the Bible speaks very clearly to this. After talking about praising God, as we should, giving Him credit for everything, Psalm 146 says this: "Don't put your confidence in powerful people. There is no help for you there." See, this is where relational anxiety comes from, when we put our hope in powerful people, or people that we think are powerful. Who is it that has power? Not that dude in front of you. God has the power. So again, don't put your hope or confidence in powerful people. There's no help for you there. When they breathe their last, they return to the earth, and all their plans will die with them. They're just like you and me. We are humble before God. Don't put your hope in people who think they're powerful. They're not. Don't give your keys to the wrong person. Hang on to your heart. Guard your heart. Give it only to God. So, the logic that the psalm gives us is really encouraging. Don't put your confidence in powerful people. There's no help for you there. Wake up, smell the coffee. But joyful are those who have the Lord, the God of Israel, as their helper. Not this turkey in the corner over there who sounds powerful and can intimidate other people, but God, who intimidates nations, powers, kings, mountains, earthquakes. He does all of that. Joyful are those who have the God of Israel as their hope, whose hope is in the Lord their God. He made the heaven and the earth, the sea and everything in them. He keeps every promise forever. He gives justice to the oppressed and food to the hungry. He frees the prisoners. That prison relationship we have with relational anxiety. He frees us from that. He opens the eyes of the blind. The blind are when we think that person harassing us, so we have to please them. We're blind when we think they have power. Guess what? They don't. Only God has power. It's amazing. The Lord lifts up those who are weighed down, those who are feeling the weight of this kind of relational anxiety, depression, and oppression. The Lord lifts up those who are weighed down. The Lord loves the godly. He loves those who love Him. He loves those who care for Him. You and I aren't godly because we're good people. We're godly because of God's graciousness to us. That's our hope. The Lord protects the foreigners among us. He cares for the orphans and the widows, and He frustrates the plans of the wicked. That turkey, that dude who is harassing you, whom you're afraid of, whom you're giving the keys to your heart to, the Lord frustrates the plans of that person. Wow. This book, Psalm 146, lets us know, don't put our confidence in powerful people. There's no hope for you there. When we cave in to people who say they're powerful. We're afraid of what they can do to us. That's what produces relational anxiety. If my hope is in the Lord, if I know that He is always with me, it's one of the reasons I always talk about the nearness of God is my good, because He's always here with us. Wow. See what we're talking about here? We're talking about trusting the power of God as opposed to the fake power of someone who's pretending to be God or God-like. Give your hope to God. Give the keys to your heart to God. Don't be overcome with relational anxiety. Know the joy of God. Sense the power that He gives. There's the hope that He gives. It's such a beautiful thing. I don't have to be controlled by other people. They don't have to take my heart. Don't give it away. I don't care who it is, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, somebody thinks they're powerful, somebody trying to intimidate you, somebody abusing you. Run to God. Trust Him. Don't be overcome with relational anxiety. Let this book and this power and this Spirit that wrote this book give you hope. And that's the thought for this night. Thank you for being here, and Lord willing, to see you in the morning. If you haven't subscribed, check us out, everydaytalk247.com. And, turn on post notifications. These videos will come right to you. Thank you for your support. Again, it's so good to be with you. And Lord willing, we'll see you in the morning. Keep the keys to your heart and give them to God. Don't be overcome with relational anxiety. Be overcome with the power of God. And that's really cool. You have a great night. Bye-bye.